I wouldn't recommend that you give up your Note 8 or trade your Note 8 in for the S9 Plus. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So if you don't know what the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus looks like by now, you definitely are not following the tech communities that are out there. Nonetheless, the Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus, they're coming. And they're going to get announced on the 25th, I believe, in Mobile World Congress. And then the release date is supposed to be March 3rd. Don't quote me on that, but I think the release date is March 3rd. So the Galaxy S9 Plus is the model that I'll be grabbing first. And then afterwards, I will grab the Galaxy S9. Unless I'm fortunate enough to get some review units. Samsung, appreciate the love. Yeah, that'd be nice. But nonetheless, I got to buy the S9 Plus first because I have accessories for that, like a gang of accessories sitting over there. And I want to stay with the big screen model. Now, for no reason in particular, I've seen some people say, you know, should they upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Galaxy S9 Plus? And the reason that I don't feel like this is it's an upgrade from this phone because it's in the S line. This is the Note line, and that's the S line. So really, and that's a very popular question that is hidden around the internet. It's cycling around. But in reality, no, you should not give up your Note 8 for the S9 Plus, in my opinion, because you're going to lose your S Pen, and you're going to lose the bigger screen. You're going to lose just this boxier form factor, which is, it really took a long time for this to grow on me, even with the S9 Plus. But this is the way to go. If two people were sitting in front of me and they said, hey, you know, should I pick the Note 8 or should I pick the S9 Plus? I would probably say the S9, the Note 8, because of the inclusion of the S Pen, and just this form factor is really good. You got a bigger screen, but it's also from a different category, really. The S line are just phones. They're not really meant to compete with the Galaxy Note line. But sometimes people just put all Samsung phones together, just like people put all iPhones together. In reality, though, I wouldn't recommend that you give up your Note 8 or trade your Note 8 in for the S9 Plus. Unless you are tired of the S Pen, or you just don't use it, or you just don't feel like, oh, I just don't want it anymore. Definitely your choice. But it's not so much an upgrade if you switch from the Note 8 to the Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, with that being said, there is something about the Galaxy S9 Plus that's going to make me use it a lot, probably. The specs on that thing are pretty much in line with the Galaxy Note 8, except for one thing. It has, wait for it, stereo speakers. Stereo speakers. So Samsung finally decided to incorporate the earpiece and the bottom speaker to give it a dual speaker. So I'm really excited to know how well they're going to implement this. Is it going to sound good? Is it going to just be another phone with dual speakers that the reason they're allowed because they're two? How are they going to implement this? And it says that it's tuned by AKG. Whatever. I don't really know about that. The fact that it has two speakers, it's going to be set up just like the phones that have it in the earpiece and the bottom front speaker. And to me, it has a 6.2-inch display, but they're saying they made the bezels a little bit bigger, it looks like. And so what they're saying is really a 6.1-inch display. But, you know, you've got the iris scanner, you've got IP68, you've got an 8 megapixel on the front, you've got the dual 12 megapixel cameras on the back, f1.5 and then f2.4. So that rear camera technically should perform better than the Note 8. Technically. We shall see. But then you have the basics. You have 6 gigs of RAM like the Note 8. You have 64 gigs onboard storage. They're still not coming out with this 256 or 128. Why? I don't know. It's very frustrating though. I really don't like using an SD card, but I do have a 256 gig card and 3 of them ready to go. So yeah, obviously I keep one in here, but I don't need all that memory because I'm the type of person that deletes the footage afterwards if I just really don't. I have terabytes and terabytes of cloud storage if I need it. I just don't see the need to keep things on my phone like that. So this phone has leaked out in blue, and the blue is probably the one I'm going to get if it's offered up front. I just don't want to get a black version. of the Galaxy S9 Plus up front, because some of my cases that I have are see-through on the back and they have black borders. And I really want to see the difference with the colors. So there's a purple, which is lilac, and then there's a blue, which is kind of a coral blue, but it's a little bit deeper this time. And then I see a black version. So, you know, it's got wireless charging, obviously. And they're including headphones tuned by EKG. Pretty much the same thing as in your Galaxy Note 8 box or your Galaxy S8 Plus box. This is what you're probably going to get. You know, I feel like Samsung is not playing it. They added dual cameras to the back of the S8 Plus, and then the S9 Plus, and then the S9 has a single camera. But that's not really something that should deter you. And oh my gosh, shouldn't buy the S9. I should get the S9 Plus. Get whatever works for you, because I like both models of the phones, but I prefer the smaller version of the S8. When I said both models, so on the S8, when the S8 and S8 Plus, I prefer the smaller one after extended use. But the S9 Plus, it's going to be nice. It's right in line with what you already have. It looks like they just kind of made the bezels a little bit bigger, but that doesn't matter because they're still super thin. And some people will probably complain about that. And look at how they made the bezels bigger. Come on, folks. Get you a white stone dome glass, and then get you a nice case, and call it a day. Or go raw. Go just stay with nothing on. That's your thing. I don't feel like, though, and I'll close out with this, I don't feel like the Note 8 is not the better phone of the S9 Plus. I don't have the S9 Plus yet, but I'm obviously getting it. I don't know that it's going to outdo the Galaxy Note 8, probably only in speakers. And the cameras technically should be a little bit better. But other than that, we're pretty much getting the same phone here. I think if they were to add the iris scanner, not iris scanner, the IR blaster back, that would have been something differentiated. Something. I don't know. But I don't see anything about the battery, but I think it's probably going to be like a 35 or something like that, or a 3550. I don't know. It's going to be somewhere around there for the Plus model. And the S9 will probably have a 3000 or a 32 at the most, probably. I don't know. But what do you guys think? They added stereo speakers. They gave it a f1.5 aperture for the main camera. Wow. Stereo speakers, folks. I've been waiting on that. So I know, and here's something else. We know now, probably, more than likely, in October of 2018, the beast, Galaxy Note 9, will have stereo speakers. There's no way they can leave that off now. These slow increments are frustrating, but it is what it is. It's your man, Jay Will. Will you be getting the Galaxy S9 or the S9 Plus? There's probably going to be some promos out there. You know how it is at launch, but I'm jumping out there, and I'm getting mine. Boom. Forget the promos. I don't really care about that this time. I really want the S9 Plus. So, it's your man, Jay Will. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.